Hey everybody, Deathblade here with another Yin Yang China. As you can see, I am outside. I'm trying something a little different today. My normal work is translating and I work at home. I also have a 2-year-old who many people call Baby Deathblade. Baby Deathblade is not in school, not in daycare, not in preschool, does not have a nanny. It's just him, mom and dad, they're at home. And as you can imagine, that tends to be challenging sometimes. If any of you have had a 2-year-old running around, you know how energetic and loud they can be. And that's one of the reasons why I've always found it difficult to maintain a schedule of shooting videos, because it's hard to shoot a video with a little 2-year-old zipping back and forth or banging on the door if it's locked, that kind of thing. So I'm stepping outside to check the camera quality, check the audio quality and things. I'm gonna record a couple videos in a row, so we'll see how it all turns out. Please let me know what you think of this format down in the comments below, and if it works well, I might do it more often, and maybe that'll help me to produce more content. So today what I'm talking about in the Yin Yang China series, in case you're new, the Yin Yang China series is talking about positive and negative aspects of life in China for people who are not native Chinese, foreigners, expats. Today I'm talking about something which is, can be, well, let me just put it this way, it can be very difficult for some foreigners to deal with, and that is the fact that the beer is often served warm. Now, to emphasize this point, I brought with me this very lukewarm can of Qingdao beer. And now basically, before I get into the details of the video, let me point out that I am definitely more of a beer person than a wine person. I come from San Diego. San Diego has a big beer culture, and I really like beer. Before coming to China, I was pretty much always the kind of person who drank beer cold. I know that in other countries and cultures, there are some places where it's more preferable to drink beer at a lower temperature. But in America, most people drink it cold. Maybe not necessarily ice cold, but at least cold. When you come to China, you will find that oftentimes they just have a bunch of beer sitting off to the side, and when it comes time to drink it, it is not cold. People will bring beer to your house, whether it's in cans or bottles. It is not cold, and if you're from America and you're used to having a nice ice cold Budweiser or Corona, it can be difficult to deal with. But the upside, I'm gonna just take a minute to open this lovely Qingdao, which is definitely lukewarm. Now let me just point out, I'm not being sponsored by Qingdao. Although if you are from Qingdao and you want to sponsor me, please get in touch, because that would be great. But this is the upside of coming to China and having a situation where there's not cold beer. The upside is you get used to drinking the beer warm. Now, maybe that's a silly upside, but I think I've actually become a much better person because of it. Man, at this point I really wish that I was sponsored by Qingdao. Anyway, after you come to China and over again you are given only lukewarm beer, get used to it. And trust me, once you get used to drinking beer that's not cold, it opens up the world to you. You don't have to worry about freaking out because the beer that people brought over is not cold. You don't have to be worried when the restaurant doesn't have cold beer, because you're just used to it. So this is a pretty short video. I'm curious what you think. Do you live in China? Have you experienced this? What do you think about it? Do you come from another country where it's more common to drink beer warm and maybe you think it's not a big deal? Are you from America? Can you just not envision drinking a beer that's not ice cold? What are your thoughts? Please hit me up on Patreon, the link's in the description, and I'm still working on the catchphrase. So I got a lot of good suggestions over the past few videos. I'll make a decision about it soon. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video.